A senior member of the British monarchy, you might be thrilled about this news. Well, you may have been even more thrilled about 25, 30 years ago, but even this time around, perhaps you could be quite happy. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning. Nice to see you. Hope you're keeping well today, whatever you're doing. There are TV shows, aren't they, when you look back and think, wow, they were funny, or you really enjoyed them. And I don't know about you, and as ever, do let me know in the comments below. But, when we're lucky enough now, aren't we, to be able to rewatch them on YouTube, and you think, I thought this was funny, or I really enjoyed this show the first time around. Memory plays a trick on you, doesn't it? You often think to yourself, that was a really good show or musical or whatever, and then you relook at it and think, simply not the same. This has happened to a TV show over here in the United Kingdom, which big hype when it came back just over 2.5 years ago now. It was going to be turned into a stage show too, but sadly backers could not be found for Spitting Image, the stage show. And now the TV show has gone too. Now, the reason why a lot of people, particularly within the royal family, may be thrilled was, of course, they poked fun satirically at senior members of the British monarchy, from Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, Prince Charles, you name it. But the problem was this time around, and a lot of people agree on this, and hence the reason it's been axed, is that it was simply too woke. The puppets were really good, the voices were really bad, but more importantly, the script was just so lame. When you look back at it, say from 30 years ago, and they had Mrs. Thatcher and her cabinet, and people that you knew, instantly knew what the puppets were, then it really resonated with a bigger audience, of course. Now, the biggest mistake that they made was putting it over here on a streaming service called BritBox. Not many people buy BritBox. So again, bit of a problem. They never decided to stream it on the mainstream channels because they said that it wasn't really, well, how could we put this? It wasn't kind to certain people. It was tame when you think about it. But now, yes, apparently all the puppets are going to be put into a cupboard. But here's the good news if you're Meghan and Harry. If you fancy buying your Spitting Image puppet, then they will be put up for sale. I know, frightening, isn't it, to think? Many stars have bought them over the years, apparently, because they were so thrilled about being turned into puppets. Many were melted down when they refused. But apparently a lot of people have already been in touch with the production company asking, what's happening to Harry and Meghan. So if you don't get in there quick, somebody else might find that your Spitting Image is in their hands, quite literally. But if you were a fan of this show, and seemingly there weren't that many people this time around, then sadly its demise is now sealed, and it's simply not coming back on the ITV BritBox channel, or indeed seemingly any other major channel right now. Seemingly also, comedy, satirical at least, is thoroughly woke. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.